Bop! Howdy hey, this is Frakbox, and I'm here just playing Pokemon Crystal in Italian, a language that I do not speak. So I need to figure out how to get to the gym leader, and I think... oh, okay, here we go. That's how we do it. So, I did put... Wait, I thought I put Jolteon, or not Jolteon, Furret. I'm going to put Furret in the beginning, mainly because Furret has a distinct advantage. If I remember correctly, Furret has Attract, and I think all of this guy's Pokemon are male, or at least most of them. That's typically how they do it for gym leaders. Typically the gender matches the same as the gym leader for some reason, unless they're like super expert trainers or something. So, okay. So, hoping this is male. If it is, then we're... Yep, okay. So we're looking at a male Pokemon. Should be able to use Attract just fine. And there we go. I don't remember if Attract has a chance of failing. Does it? Okay, hopefully this... Ooh, what is that? What is that? Vento Gelato? Like... Icy Wind or something? Okay. We're gonna go ahead and use Headbutt. So this will give us a good chance. Attract will ruin their chances of hitting, like I think 50%. And then Headbutt, as you can see there, caused them to flinch. So this is a really good technique. As you can see, we're kind of punching above our weight here. This Furret's only level 26. That Seal was only was 27. So this is all chance. I'm really hoping this doesn't kill Furret. I was really hoping it was going to be faster. Oh, that didn't do much damage at all. How strange. Let's see. I thought that move was much more powerful. Let's see here. Yeah, it's faster than us. Okay, so... Oh, man. Okay, so Headbutt's not going to have any advantage because it goes first, and that's unfortunate. But it is one of our highest damaging attacks. Oh, Rollette's probably not going to be very effective. We'll just do it anyway. Oh no, Furret's dead. Okay. Very glad I'm not playing a, oh shoot, what is that called? The type of run where, if they faint, then you have to release them. Really glad I'm not doing that. A la Ombra. Let's see here. Wow, that thing is fast. Well, I guess that's not surprising. It was a Slowpoke anyway, so... Oh, good, it's not effective. Wonderful. Hopefully that lowers, like, the special. I think it lowers the special, doesn't it? Okay, so Seal... Or not Seal. Dugong is water, ice, I think? Or it's water? I'm not really sure. I know that a lot of the Pokemon that can learn Ice-type moves aren't necessarily Ice types. Yeah, I think we're gonna... Oh, Piloswine. Okay, this one's gonna cause us a lot of trouble. I think we can just use Surf, because Bora. Oh, it failed. Okay. I think Surf is... well, rather, I think Piloswine is Ground-type? Yes, okay, perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and use something like, let's just use Confusion. Oh, you used a Hyper Potion. Okay. So this is good, though, because we're not going to do as much damage as we did with the Surf. So if he decides to use a Hyper Potion again, the AI won't allow him to. Oh, is that Blizzard? Oh, no. Oh, good. That wasn't very effective. Okay. Oh, that was a critical hit, too. Okay, this battle's going pretty well. We're still ahead. Usually, I like to make sure that if I'm facing gym leaders, I don't allow myself to have any more Pokemon faint than if I were facing them in, like, the number of Pokemon they would have. So, like, if they have 3 Pokemon, I would try to make sure that only 2 of my Pokemon would faint. Obviously, I want to make sure that none of them faint, but sometimes it can't really be helped. So, alright, so we got the Jello badge. I assume Jello is ice. Okay. Murienuelo. Okay, so we can use... I think we can use waterfall. Oh, no, I don't know, because in Spanish, waterfall is vento gelato. Okay. It's some ice type move. Okay, but the HM that he was referring to, I think, was it can't be waterfall because in Spanish, waterfall is cascada. Okay, so now Professor Elm's giving us the call about Team Rocket doing something at the radio, which is good because I was planning on going to that city anyway to name Furret, because I have a good meme name to give Furret. But first we're going to stop off at the Pokemon Center, because I don't remember if anything happens once we get into town. Okay. So it's been a while since I've recorded last. Good news. As of the date of this recording, I'll be going back to my normal job tomorrow. This episode's probably not going to post for a couple weeks after that, but I'll be doing my actual normal job, which is what I've been wanting to do from the beginning. So, for those who aren't aware or are watching this sometime in the future, this is the year 2020. So there is a thing that has been happening in the year 2020, which I'm sure you'll probably know. Let's see here. So this is the name raider. Oh, I get to choose the name, don't I? Okay. So, yeah, this is the name raider. So yeah, rate the name of the Furret. And if you have any other recommendations for what I should name, the other Pokemon, feel free to give recommendations in the description. Dun Furret non emal. It's not bad. It's not an I think, is that and? I'm not sure. Mache ni dice something. Say something Meglio? A better title, maybe? Yeah, let's... Oh, like a nickname. Okay. Nome? Okay, so we're gonna name it Caminar. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, that's... Whoop, 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 whoop. So, if you don't know the significance of this, look up Furret Walk Song, or Furret Walk Song Spanish, or Furret, like, Caminar Song. Basically exactly as it's spelled here, Caminar. And you'll be able to enjoy a wonderful meme, essentially. It's something that I couldn't stop watching for the longest time. Now, we really can't progress until we actually go to the radio tower, so we're gonna do that. Is there anything else we need to do before here? I think it would be nice to... Oh no, the Furret's gonna get raised up in levels. I was gonna say that we could raise up the Furret in levels, but the Furret's gonna get lots of levels because these are like weak rocket grunts anyway, so we could probably just go through this just using Headbutt all the time. Although, let's see, Furret knows a bug-type move, Fury Cutter. They don't use Psychic Pokemon a whole lot. I guess if they have a Drowsy or something, we could use Fury Cutter on it, but... Okay, yeah, actually, this is good, good fair combat for this Furret, so... well, it's a male Pokemon. We'll go ahead and use Attract on it. We might actually need to, since it's higher level than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so good thing. Okay, it did not attack. Good. So we appear to be faster. Let's use oh, our speed must be the same. So it's like trading off every turn, or it's like rolling to see who goes first on every turn or something. So hopefully we go first, and we did. That's good. All right, so 3 turns. It only got off 1 move. I'd say that's a definite win. So let's go ahead and fight this Raticate again. All right, Caminar, let's do this. So if you do actually want to learn Spanish, or if you want help with your Spanish, or if you want to have like somebody to practice Spanish with, because I know this is Italian, but if you're just watching for the first time, I'm learning Spanish, then you can definitely join the Discord that we have, and I'm there. I'm pretty much always on there a lot of the time, unless I'm working or something. and we can definitely practice some Spanish. So, of course, if I get too many requests, I can't like help everybody, but I'm definitely like A2 level, I would say, like high A2 level. Oh, that's too bad. That didn't get infatuated. All right, that should be good. Well, we're getting some good experience. We also... Oh, come on, really? Oh, man, at least Furret is easy to level up. Now, a Pokemon that I have that's hard to level up is the Slowpoke. And that's the Pokemon I'm going to put next. I think the Slowpoke evolves at like 36 or 38 or something, so... let's see, I think you're a regular person. Yeah, they do the password thing every day. Okay. Continuing on. Let's see here. So I think in the remake of this they actually gave the Rocket, like, bosses, like, a unique name, instead of just having them be, like, Rocket Boss or something like that. I don't know if I mentioned this in some of the last episodes, but I ordered a couple other Pokemon games, all in Spanish, so just waiting for those to arrive. I'm actually going to see whether or not... Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Very, very bad. Okay. I think we're effective? Yeah, we're effective. I'm actually going to see whether or not putting in the cart that's in Spanish allows me to continue with the save game. Not that I'm going to, like... Because I ordered a Pokemon Crystal in Spanish, so it's basically the same game. I don't think the save game will, like... because of how the Retron works. So for those who don't know, I'm using a Retron 5 for this. It's actually storing the save game on the Retron. So if I were to put in, like, say, another cartridge, it would just continue with the save. So it's a good way to basically back up your saves, especially for ones that don't, for ones that have batteries. So if you do ever need to get like a battery replacement for some of these old games, I would actually recommend getting a Retron just so you can copy over the save from the cart, so that you can get the battery, replaced, and then, be on your merry way. Because for a lot of these older games, once the battery runs out, your save goes away. So, and yeah, that's about that. I've been thinking lately, been really looking forward to the whole, the 2020 situation with the virus that's been going on. Really looking forward to that ending so that life can go back to normal. Unfortunately, people aren't wearing masks correctly, and they're not even caring to social distance, and it's just people are being dumb. So that's kind of continuing. I'm only just returning to my job, and it's been months and months and months. So it's you don't really realize it's just having. A lot of people like to criticize people for doing creative things by saying, "Oh, you have too much free time." We've all heard that statement, where they're like, "Oh, that you criticize somebody for doing something creative." Having too much free time, having free time in general, doesn't necessarily result in something creative, right? Because I had oodles of free time since I was doing nothing for months, basically. And it was really hard to do much of anything at all during the last couple of months. I basically was able to play video games as much as I wanted, and I didn't really do that. I was able to record playing video games as much as I wanted, and I didn't really do that. So there's something to be said for if there's a project that people want to do, they'll generally just find the time to do it, rather than having free time being a resulting in some sort of creative process. And I think people kind of have a lot of this backwards, you know what I mean? They assume that free time equals creative, and it's any more than if you deep dive into why somebody did something creative, it's a lot of them don't really have free time. They just kind of found time whenever they could. Hobbies. They'll do it on the weekends or something. That's how a lot of people start on YouTube. A lot of the people that I watch who are on YouTube do it because they weren't really planning on getting big. I mean, especially in the early days of YouTube when there was no hope of getting paid to do this at all. They weren't really doing it for that purpose. And I think if I would have had all the same equipment that I had, I mean, I obviously had to have money to get all this equipment, so I've been, you know, working. It's not really like, I guess you guys probably know what I'm trying to say. It's people assume too many things about the creative process. And not to say that anything that I'm doing right now is like super creative, you know what I mean? I'm just, okay. I say as I use the wrong move. But it's you know, I would be doing this even if there was no hope of getting paid. This is something that I really enjoy doing, but it's also really hard to find motivation to do it, if you know what I mean. It's, I have to load myself up with caffeine in order to, like, do this here. And I think a lot of that now is, there's been a lot of stress from the situation with the virus, that it's sort of, you get into, what's the word I'm looking for? You get into almost, like, not protection mode, like survival mode, almost. And so you're so focused on, you know, staying safe, you know, making sure that you have masks and making sure that you're washing your hands constantly and stressing out about your family and friends. It kind of takes up your mental energy for really anything, and so it's really hard to even get yourself in that creative space. And so, would it be different? Would I do this more if there weren't? Let's say I was like unemployed or something, like for real, or I was like a trust fund baby, I don't know, or like I don't know, like I won a court case or something and just had endless money, right? Like, would I be doing this more than I'm already doing, or would I be doing this about the same level? And I don't know that I can answer that question. But if the quarantine is any indication, I'd probably be doing it about the same as I was before. Because it seems like the motivation I have to do this, at least from my anecdotal example, the motivation I have to do this is it's at a set level. And it's actually been affected negatively by the quarantine. So maybe having too much free time isn't necessarily a good thing. I mean, people generally want to work. I think there's something to be said for oh, that's bad. There's something to be said for my grandpa would tell me a story all the time about how they did a study on moles or something, and they found that if they didn't, some burrowing animal, if they didn't have anything to like dig in the dirt for, they would like die, basically, because they need to struggle a little bit. They need to dig in the dirt. They need to keep their mind busy with work. I think humans are kind of the same way. You get into sort of this mindset where you don't really do anything for a really long time, and so you kind of get stuck in this spiral where you're just kind of like used to not doing anything, and it gets really hard to just do much of anything. So I don't know that we can, you know, if you're watching this and you feel like you should be doing more, like during the quarantine, or if you feel really bad because you weren't doing enough, just know that you shouldn't be expected to be productive. I know that early on in the quarantine, I was getting a lot of stuff done. I was posting, you know, a video every other day, you know, and that was good for a while, and I really enjoyed doing it, but eventually you just, you know, it catches up with you. You start feeling the stress. You start feeling other people's stress. And I'm not a very empathic person. I'm not like a psychopath or anything. I'm not like a sociopath. I care for other people. I have empathy and sympathy for other people. I don't like seeing people get hurt. I generally want to do the right thing. When other people get hurt, generally it you know, you feel that, you know, you feel those negative emotions when you see people or animals get hurt. But I'm able to like turn that off a little bit, right? I'm able to resist that maybe more than other people. So it's it took me a lot longer before the quarantine started, like, affecting me mentally. Plus, I've been through a lot of stuff before in the past. I mean, I've been homeless. I've been, you know, through a lot of, I mean, for lack of a better term, like, abuse. I'm not really going to mention too much about that, because I don't want to trigger anyone, but, like, legitimately, I don't want to trigger anyone, but, because I've been that before. I'm used to, like, it was funny, because a lot of people for a while were very freaked out, and I was very, like, alright, matter of fact. Like, I was the person in the quarantine who was kind of just like, okay, well, this is what we need to do. We need to start doing this now. This is how we have to prepare. Okay, we need to make sure everybody has this. Does anybody else need this? Like, I was, like, the objective kind of person. And after a while of doing that, and being, like, the one person who was, like, the solid rock, like, person, that starts to take a toll. And so, if you have friends that are, like, really strong, or have been that rock for you, make sure to check on them, because this is about the time in the quarantine where they're going to be more affected by a lot of this, because they've been not carrying, but they've been looking out for other people. So, on that note, I think I'm going to call this episode here. I might continue this in the next episode, I might not, but if you want to have conversations with me, or with anybody, or with people who know me, who support what I do, or with people who don't know me and support what I do, then feel free to join the Discord. Again, the link's in the description. Hope you have a great day, and definitely stay safe.